Welcome to Be Feminine, where we dive deep into the psychology of attraction and reveal secrets most people never learn. Today, you are about to discover a powerful psychological trick that can make a woman chase you, not just for a day, but possibly for the rest of her life. This isn't manipulation, it's understanding. And once you grasp how this works, you'll be able to create emotional connections that feel magnetic, addictive, and deeply unforgettable. Have you ever noticed that some men, even without being super tall or conventionally handsome, have this strange pull on women? Women remember them, miss them, even chase at them, long after they've gone silent. What's going on? Is it luck? Is it Actually, it's psychology. Specifically, it's a principle rooted in how the human brain responds to emotional rewards. It's called intermittent reinforcement. Now, that might sound technical, but it's actually very simple. Intermittent reinforcement. You don't get a reward every time, only sometimes in unpredictable ways. You know where this shows up most powerfully? Slot machines. People become addicted not because they win every time, but because they don't. The uncertainty of the reward and the occasional high creates a loop that becomes addictive. And guess what? The same pattern plays out in human attraction, especially with women. See, when you give your time, your attention, your affection, and your validation constantly, predictably and in demand, it feels good at first. But over time, it becomes ordinary, expected, flat. The emotional high disappears. Now imagine instead that you're warm, present, deeply engaged when you're with her, but then you're gone for a while. You're focused on your own goals. You reply when you want to, not when she expects it. You give her moments of real intensity, and then you disappear into your mission. That contrast creates a craving. It makes her brain start to ask, where is he? What's thinking? Why hasn't he texted? Did I say something wrong? When will I hear from him again? That's the loop, and once it starts, it's hard to break. You become a question mark in her mind. And women chase the question marks far more than they chase the answers. But don't get this confused. This isn't about being rude, cold, or distant. It's about being intentional with your presence. It's about showing up with quality, not quantity. It's about being emotionally interlinked enough to understand that space creates desire and mystery fuels attention. Let me give you a quick example. Imagine two men. The first texts her every morning. He checks in during lunch, compliments her constantly, and always asks how her day is. Sounds nice, right? But soon she knows exactly what's going to say and when. There's no suspense, no tension, no spark, no imagining the second guy. He texts her thoughtfully, but not every day. When he does reach out, his messages are meaning, not just routine. Sometimes disappears for a couple of days. Booch knows he's not ghosting, he's out there doing something purposeful. And when they connect again, he brings new energy, stories, curiosity. Which one do you think she craved more? It's always second guy because she doesn't know exactly what's coming. Her brain stays activated and that makes him unforgettable. Here's the fascinating part. This trick doesn't just work because it's psychological. It works because it taps into an emotional rhythm that mirrors real life. Think about the best love stories. They're never smooth and predictable. They're filled with twists, pauses, doubts, reunions. That unpredictability makes the connection feel real. And when you use that rhythm wisely, you create something that goes beyond attraction. You create a bond that sticks. But let's be clear, this isn't about playing games. It's about not giving yourself away to isolate. Most men today are so desperate for connection, so afraid of losing her that they give everything up front. They're overly available, overly expressive, overly eager, and it kills the tension that attraction needs to thrive. When you pull back just a little, not to finish her, but to stay grounded in your own power, you give her space to feel desire, to reach out, to wonder about too. That's where the magic happens. Some men try to buy attraction with effort, others try to fake it with charm, but the rarest, most magnetic minority, those who understand emotional control and use it like a silent weapon. They're not cold, they're not detached, they're simply not chasing. They're living in doing so, they become the man who is always just slightly out of reach, just enough to keep her chasing. The moment she feels like she has you completely, the desire fades. But when she feels like you see her, value her, connect with her, yet still hold your independence, she doesn't just want you, she starts to crave you. And that craving, when fed unpredictably and emotionally, becomes obsession. Now you might be wondering, is this manipulation? The answer is no. Not. I fear intention is to create a deeper connection through emotional truth. Manipulation is about control. What we're talking about is influence rooted in understanding how humans emotionally bond. You're not pretending to be Sumione, you're not. You're simply revealing yourself in waves, not all the chance you're letting her discover you over time. And in doing that, she becomes more invested. This kind of emotional imprint is rare. And when a woman feels it, she won't be able to forget you. She think about it randomly. She'll miss you unexpectedly. She'll chase you because what you gave was more than validation. You gave her an experience, a rhythm, a connection that lives in her memory and body, not just in her phone. So, if Ya went to be the man she can't stop thinking about, the man she chased without even realizing why, remember this, give her something real, something emotionally rich, and then pull back. Let her miss it, let her earn more. Be consistent in your values but predictable in your patterns. Create emotional tension, then reward it. Show her that your attention is valuable, not given, but chosen. She'll feel it. She'll sense your depth. And before she even understands why, she'll be chasing. She never even knew. If this message sparked something in you, subscribe to Be Feminine and join a community of people want to understand attraction beyond cliches and surface tricks. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been one other side of this chasing or being chased and how it felt. And remember, desire isn't about being perfect. It's about being present, then absent, then present again. That emotional rhythm, one done right, is the most powerful tool you'll ever have in love and attraction.